Hi everyone. I am Pujya Priyadarshini. Just to introduce myself here. Fortunately, rank 11 this year in the Civil Services Examination of 2018. And I think what I will do here in the next few minutes is that I'll try and tell you what was my strategy while I prepared for this exam. Usse pehle, let me just introduce myself. Apart from I am Pujya Priyadarshini. I am a graduate from Shri Ram College of Commerce. I've done my BCom honors. मैंने अपना मास्टर्स इन पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कोलंबिया यूनिवर्सिटी से किया. I came back in 2016 and this year I have qualified the civil services exam. Apart from my education, I have also been working. I worked with PricewaterhouseCoopers for about 2.5 years and was still recently working with Reliance Foundation. So I think एक thread जो मैं आपको बताऊँगी is about how to tackle a professional life while preparing for the civil services. To structure this, I will just tell you a little bit about my strategy at the prelims stage, at the main stage and then at the interview stage. And एक overall क्या मेरी approach रही थी. And एक चीज़ मैं करूँगी कि because I did appear for the interview in 2016 and I was in the reserve list and this year this has been my result. I'll try and see कि जो मुझे लगता है कि what has been the defining and differentiating factor between these two approaches, how this can help. And if it helps you, I hope it does. So this is what helped me and this is how I looked back and tried to change things in 18 and see if it worked. So starting with the prelims, अगर मैं prelims की बात करूँ, I think सब यही कहते हैं, मैंने genuinely ये practice किया है और मैंने देखा अपनी पढ़ाई में. मैंने पहली चीज़ जो करी है prelims के लिए was अपनी sources बहुत limited रखी. जब मैंने I sat down, आपको हर कोई 10 resources for every subject बताएगा. For example, in history, I actually only did ancient medieval key NCERTs and for modern India Bipin Chandra, both India's struggle for independence, the actual novel and as well as India's modern history of India. These two. I did not study from a spectrum or what would you call a guide type books because I am a person who enjoys reading it as a story. So this was something I knew कि I will go to the original text, I understand that flow, if it's told to me as a story, it stays with me longer. So in all the subjects that I picked up for the prelims, उसमें मैंने जो source material है उसको pick up किया and सिर्फ उसके से ही practice करी. And practice में yes test series जितनी आप कर सकते हैं, जितने practice tests मैंने किए हैं, I think मैंने 70 tests तो करे होंगे before the actual prelims. रोज़ एक test करती थी, मतलब हर रोज़ चाहे तंग आ गए हो देख के कि ठीक है ABCD ही करना है पर बैठ के करा, रोज़ किया without a break, especially in the last 1 month of the exam. उसमें I think that really helps you क्योंकि जब मैं उसको खुद practice करती थी, I realized कि मुझे अगर लगता है कि ठीक है 110 से तो ऊपर आना चाहिए, जब खुद marks check करिए, तो मुझे 80 questions plus attempt करने होते थे for example. So when I used to do that, रोज़ की 180 questions plus is what I'm attempting. When I actually went for the prelims in 2018, having done 80 question papers, I knew this is a tough paper. And I told myself कि इसमें 80 नहीं try करना, इसमें 80 try करूँगी तो गलत ही होंगे. मैं 65 attempt करके आई. This assessment कि this paper की क्या actual standard है, is it something which is going to be the same for everyone, is it only difficult for me or everyone, वो जो sense and awareness आती है वो आती है when you actually practice every day. और ये मैंने किया, मतलब prelims for me सबसे toughest part था. मतलब I can say this very confident कि अगर मैं आज भी if I go for the prelims, there is no guarantee I will clear the prelims and that is the biggest roadblock for me has been. And I will tell you, yes, this is my 4th attempt and twice I have not cleared the prelims. So I recognize how big a challenge prelims is and mental block जो होता है prelims का, वो अगर आपको break करना है, practice paper, मतलब कहने को तो the syllabus तो universe आपका syllabus है, पर उस syllabus universe आप नहीं complete कर सकते हैं. आप क्या कर सकते हैं, जो मैंने किया is practice and that really helped me. So in prelims, I would say one was practice, one was limited sources and third was then time management to the extent, हाँ paper 1 में generally हम लोग को time का constraint नहीं होता है, मुझे भी नहीं था कि paper छूट रहा है, पर to see क्योंकि average में मैंने जब देखा कि 40 से 50 questions आते हैं एक paper में, जो आते हैं कि हाँ ये तो सही होंगे और at least लगता है कि सही होंगे. उसके बाद it's educated guessing. वो educated guessing कैसे करनी है, वो उसको मैनेज करना है। उस टाइम में जो 45 मिनट्स में पेपर हो जाता था, पता था कि ठीक है ये 40 आते हैं, these 40 is what I will get. Then the process of elimination, that now going forward I want to say that no, I will attempt this question instead of this because I know 2 options I can eliminate here. Here there are 3 up in the air for me. That understanding analysis takes time, and that is the time management in prelims. It is where all you want to go and start taking risk. And the calculation of that risk. मैं तो actually maths भी करती थी उसके पीछे, ठीक है इतने अगर पक्के हैं, इतने शायद गड़बड़ हैं, तो 2/3, this is how much I'm going to lose for this much maybe I'll lose this much. So this is what time management in prelims, it's not paper छूट जाएगा, it is how am I going to guess better to try and get the marks that I want to get. So these are the 3 things in the prelim stage I would say are the most important. मतलब मैं prelims में जो इस practice के लिए blue, black pen सब रंग वंग सब use करती थी कि ठीक है greens are the ones I know, blues are the ones in doubt, black I don't want to read again also and waste my time because I don't know anything about this question. So some categorization, some understanding which will help one save time when one goes for the actual exam. एक चीज़ जो बहुत लोग करते हैं पर मैंने मतलब ही कभी इग्नोर किया है, लोग कहते हैं CSAT नहीं करते। मैंने तो हमेशा लास्ट 1 मंथ में CSAT का एवरी ऑल्टरनेट डे 10 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करती थी। मैं बैठ के पेपर्स नहीं सॉल्व करती थी CSAT के, बिकॉज एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, क्वालिफाइंग पेपर है, पर इसमें तो ये नहीं कि मैं बिल्कुल नहीं करती थी। एवरी ऑल्टरनेट डे 10 क्वेश्चन ऑफ मैथ्स और लॉजिक करती थी। इंग्लिश तो आई थिंक वन वॉज मोर I would say confident about. So yes, how I practiced CSAT was every alternate day हाफ एन आवर दे दिया CSAT के लिए, पर वो भी ज़रूरी है, उसकी प्रैक्टिस रहनी चाहिए क्योंकि ऊपर नीचे कब हो जाए कुछ पता नहीं, when it can become a really tough paper one will have to really see. So CSAT I did not ignore, but I managed my time such that it was not putting in too much of my resources towards that area. So for prelims I would say this was the specific strategy so to speak. If I go into the mains में सबसे पहले I think सब बात करते हैं, मेरा optional की अगर मैं बात करूँ, I decided to take sociology and I stuck with sociology throughout. मैंने कोई अपना hop नहीं किया है कि अब की बार anthro try करते हैं, public administration try करते हैं, because sociology I was very sure about. Sociology I took for 2 reasons. One, simply I enjoy that subject, whether it's paper 1, whether it's paper 2, I have thoroughly enjoyed studying sociology, objectively though it has been, I have enjoyed it. Second, if you look at it from a perspective of civil services examination, it helps you in a lot of other papers. Sociology आपको ऐसे में help करती है because it gives you a nice understanding holistically, especially paper 2. Paper 1 में society आता है. Even in paper 2 where polity comes in, tribals, every different aspects of Indian society are again incorporated both in your sociology paper and paper 2. 3, not as much. Ethics again, gender discrimination, understanding of different abled individuals, a lot of other spheres of society which ethics covers, so sociology also covers. So sociology is I found to be a very practical decision going forward for this particular examination. So that's what I did for sociology. उसकी specific of course एक I would say कि मैंने sociology जब interest इस level का था कि मैं जब sociology practice करती थी mains के लिए रात में 10 से 11 में लिखती थी. Every day I used to do 1 hour of sociology writing, and that was at a time जब दिन में 3 घंटा GS लिख चुके हो, दिन में अपना revision कर चुके हो, you want to just go to bed, तब क्या करती थी sociology निकाल के वो 1 घंटा as unwinding if that's possible, unwinding की तरह sociology किया and सो गए. So pick something, hopefully pick up something which you can do like that. I think because that worked for me. And जितना भी थकी हूँ आई नहीं हूँ कि मैं अगर जिस दिन कुछ पढ़ने का मन नहीं कर रहा उस दिन सोशियोलॉजी उठा के एक क्वेश्चन पेपर कर लिया, लगा कि आज पढ़ भी लिया, यू स्टार्ट फीलिंग बेटर अबाउट योर सेल्फ एंड देन यू गो ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट. सो दैट्स हाउ आई डिड इट. In terms of other papers, whether it's essay is a big piece and then the 4 papers of GS. essay के लिए मैं 2 हफ्ते में एक बार एक ऐसे लिखती थी एंड वो मैं पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स के ही ऐसे प्रैक्टिस किए प्राइमरीली. उसमें ये हो गया कि एक सेंस आ गया कि यूपीएससी किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा है. सेकंड, आई डू एंजॉय राइटिंग and I do write a lot, especially travel writing. So I would say I had a flair for writing, so I was not stressing so much कि मुझे लैंग्वेज अपनी कैसे ठीक करनी है ऐसे के लिए. तो मेरा माई फोकस वॉज मोर कि उस 1.5 घंटे में, दैट इज़ हाउ मच टाइम आई यूज टू गिव, हाउ आई कैन स्ट्रक्चर एन एसे एंड राइट इट प्रेजेंटेबली एंड मेक श्योर दैट दैट गोज थ्रू. So आप essay में I think I did not join, I didn't have anyone else look at my essays because I somehow felt that was one area which was my strength. It depends for everyone differently. Coming to the main 4 GS papers, इसमें I would say the defining difference between my 2016 attempt and 18 attempt was the fact that I consciously enrolled, went into for test series and had people check my answer scripts. Everyone will say कि आप अपने आंसर ज़रूर लिखिए, you should always practice answer writing. और मैंने ये किया, मैंने 16 में भी बहुत seriously मेहनत की, हर रोज़ 3 घंटा लिखे आंसर, इस बार भी लिखे. डिफरेंस ये था, लास्ट टाइम no one looked at my answer scripts. मैं खुद लिखती थी, खुद ही चेक करती थी, and I would say maybe I can write this better, maybe I can change this. It was my own process and my own universe. This time I had someone else look at it. Someone actually then helped me tell me that कि अगर पेपर 1 है तो आपके इंट्रोडक्शंस ऐसे होने चाहिए, अगर पेपर 2 है स्टार्ट विद आर्टिकल्स. ये बेसिक चीज़ें लगेंगी आपको, पर मुझे नहीं पता था 16 में. मैं 16 में जैसे आंसर आता था अपने वर्डी मैनर में पूरी, जैसे अच्छा लगा इंट्रोडक्शन वो लिख के, बॉडी लिख के आ गई. कोई नहीं बताने वाला था कि दिस इज़ द पॉइंट, यू आर राइटिंग टू मच एक्स्ट्रा, यू नीड टू कट टू द पॉइंट. Small things, but this really helped me this time. So I learned the art of answer writing, I would say. There was a basic understanding back then, but what is required for this exam came through that. So I would say that anyone who is practicing should always ensure, चाहे आप टेस्ट सीरीज़ करें या कोई अपने peer group में आप लोग देखें, कोई आपका देख के, क्योंकि second eye is very important on that answer script. Try and get that. That really helped me. I think I had 808 total score last time in my mains, and this time I had an 870 total in my, I think 870. So that is a huge difference going forward between the 2 mains. So that is one thing. In the mains again, apart from writing practice, one has to also try and see that what paper you are attempting. मैं जब लिखती थी तो मैंने ये समझ गई कि ठीक है, जब जो मैंने जैसे भी पहले कहा, GS पेपर 1 है तो मुझे उसको कैसे लिखना है, GS पेपर 2 है तो वो कैसे लिखना है. अगर आप 16 के पेपर्स देखिए, 16 में आई थिंक एक फ्लड से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन या एक ज्योग्राफी का क्वेश्चन था विच केम इन लिटरली इन 3 पेपर्स और 2 पेपर्स. मैंने तीनों जगह सेम आंसर लिखा था, क्योंकि तभी अंडरस्टैंडिंग ही नहीं थी कि अगर पेपर 1 में आ रहा है तो द अप्रोच क्या चाहिए, पेपर 3 में यही क्वेश्चन आ रहा है तो उसको कैसे लिखना है. वो जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप करी वो मैंने इस बार करी कि ठीक है, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, अगर ये पेपर 1 का है तो दे आर वांटिंग समथिंग एल्स आउट ऑफ यू, दे आर वांटिंग यू टू थिंक ऑफ इट फ्रॉम अ जियोग्राफिकल पर्सपेक्टिव. इफ दे आर गिविंग इट टू यू इन पेपर 2, दे वांट द गवर्नेंस एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट, व्हाट इज इट दैट कैन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कैन डू बेटर. तो आंसर को स्ट्रक्चर पेपर की आस्क से करना है, नॉट कि जो आता है सब लिख के आ गए. दैट वाज, and I can say very surely that is what I did probably wrong the first time around in 16 when I wrote the mains, and what I did differently in 18. And beyond that, I think another big piece is ethics. Ethics ke liye it's I would say it's a tough paper. Many people will think it's taken lightly because there is no defined syllabus in a sense, because it is open to interpretations, it's about examples, it's about who you are. So that is both a good thing and a bad thing depending on आप उसको कितना प्रैक्टिस करिए. तो मैंने इस बार मतलब प्रैक्टिस से एक चीज़, जैसे सिंपल चीज़ें जो थी मैकेनिकल, वो ये थी कि भाई पहले आई विल ऑलवेज डू द केस स्टडीज़ फर्स्ट एंड देन कम टू द पेपर ऑफ द एक्चुअल थ्योरी. दैट वर्कड बेटर सो दैट आई मैनेज्ड माई टाइम ऑन द बिगर पीसेज ऑफ द केस स्टडी. मोर फाइन ट्यूनिंग थिंग्स दैट आई डिड वॉज, एक वोकेबुलरी लिस्ट बनाई कि ठीक है, एप्टीट्यूड बार बार शब्द आता है, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस आता है, व्हाट आर दीज वर्ड्स, हाउ कैन, and not going to Wikipedia and going to Google, actually trying to see can I come up with a definition which is simple but which might at least hopefully be slightly different than what others might write. मैंने जाके Google नहीं की definitions and मैंने वो Wikipedia के answer नहीं बनाए अपने as my opening lines. So that was something I made that effort, क्योंकि that is the first thing you're told कि go just have a list of words and their meaning, and so that you can start your answer. But that line should be something that puts it differently for you. The other thing I did was put examples against it. because invariably हर जगह part A of ethics में substantiate करना पड़ता है, और substantiate के लिए अगर उस time you have to think of what can potentially examples be, that becomes a challenge. So I tried to around certain topics keep examples, उसको थोड़ा tweak करके कहीं और use किया, कैसे किया, but एक set of examples which can really help you, because in time management ethics is a lengthy paper, and I used to struggle with trying to finish it and finish it well. It is a paper of language, it is a paper that is not set कि आप articles से शुरू करके and you'll know exactly ये लिखना है, वो पूरा throughout thought process आपको रखनी पड़ती है अपनी कि अब मैं ये this is what I will say in this argument, this is how I will write. So examples and vocabulary, that is your own. Two things that I think worked for me. I got 115 this time, which is a much better score than my last time. And this is what I did differently this time around for ethics. Similarly, if I talk about the mains, the interview may also, of course, there has been an improvement from I think 176 to 193 this time. Usme one thing I learned was कि overexposure. I say this having done it myself. I think I took over 10-12 mocks the last time in 2016. And आपकी जो खुद की individuality होती है, जो excitement होता है actually उस interview में जाने का, and to say that okay, this is I am sitting at the UPSC interview, it wanes. Because you've been told by everyone from here and there, ये ऐसे बोलो, आप बहुत I was told you gesticulate a lot, you have to smile less, you have to sit straight. मुझे बहुत चीज़ें बोली गई, and at that interview stage I was so conscious of trying to remember what all I was trained and tutored to do, that somewhere I feel maybe I was not the person I am. This time around I did very few mocks. I did I think maximum of 6, and that too I had a long period. Result came out very quickly. My interview was at in the end of February. उसको spread out करके मैंने like हफ्ते में एक या 2 हफ्ते में एक interview करके, that's how I planned it. And even then I feel that if you want also, do you want 6 mocks is a question each one of us should answer, ask ourselves. I'll give an example. जब मैंने first mock जो मैंने इस साल दिया, एक उसमें से question पूछा गया, what do you think about Trump? In that I said, trying to be all diplomatic, I said that Trump as a leader of the United States and Trump as a global leader. मुझे as feedback I was told, we asked you what do you think about Trump? Why did you tell us what is given in the papers? We want your opinion. I took that feedback. My last mock, I was asked the same question about Trump, and this time I said, I as an individual feel so and so about the President of America, and then I later said that this is what he stands for and this is what he is globally. The feedback was, who asked you for an opinion? You're never supposed to give your own opinion. So in a sense, in the 6-7 weeks that I was there, I came a full circle realizing that the interview is about your own emotional quotient and your understanding of what you should be doing, not what someone else is telling you. Take that as feedback, see what you can do better or not, but don't follow any particular paths that you must always answer like this or answer like that. That panel is different. Every panel is different, and that is where emotional intelligence more than IQ I think comes in to see how you're going to place an answer. So मेरे लिए ये एक बहुत बड़ी learning थी कि इसमें जो सब कहते हैं कि ये एग्ज़ाम सेल्फ अवेयरनेस के बारे में है, ये सेल्फ अवेयरनेस और कॉन्फिडेंस के बारे में उतना ही है, क्योंकि जब तक आपको खुद के बारे में अपनी कमी और अपनी स्ट्रेंथ नहीं पता होगी, you cannot actually go and position yourself such that your strength comes out more. So interview में I think that was my biggest learning कि know yourself, be who you are. मैंने इस बार I did not restrict myself. No one told me कि you are gesticulating a lot or you smile too much. These are things I was told the first time around. This time I was very confident, ठीक है, this is who I am, not going to tailor it down for anything. And that I think hopefully has worked. So self-awareness is I think the biggest key for me here. So overall, if I were to say what is it that overall approach I've had, one, I think I mentioned in the beginning, I was a working person, and to that extent I would say a plan B is very important in this exam. I know this is something strange possibly saying so, but मैंने personally 4 attempts to sustain it and to actually do well, it only comes from when you feel that yes, if unfortunately this path does not work out, what is it that I can do? And I told myself, I had an entire plan B. I was with Pricewaterhouse, I was working with Reliance Foundation, and I had chalked out another path for myself. And I think that gives me tremendous confidence to do this journey, take this. It's a very difficult exam. It's extremely competitive and it is uncertain. And it's uncertain for all of us. To say that because I had a plan B, I knew I will get through is also not true. I was also that is why I took up a job in January thinking ki, pata nahi, I've qualified the mains, but I might not go through the interview. So you have to keep yourself such that you don't start attaching all your self-worth to this one exam. मेरे साथ ये हुआ 16 में, I felt shattered, I felt that, there is a sense of, oh, maybe good for nothing. Is that really true? No. And that can really come अगर आपके पास it can be higher studies also. मैं ये नहीं कहती हूँ कि everyone has to work and give this exam. मतलब there are people who say कि ठीक है हम ये दे रहे हैं, हमने एक GRE score दिया है, हम शायद masters करने जाएंगे. Something that gives you a sense of security, which for me my job did. My working life gave me a huge sense of security, and that I would say really worked for me. Of course, it's an exam of perseverance and patience, जो मेरी बहुत टेस्ट हुई और मैंने जितना हो सका कोशिश की कि I keep my cool. There are days that are which if I now try and remember, I can still probably weep about. There is no two things about it. And उसमें मैंने सिर्फ because pressure सब face करते हैं, उसको कैसे उसके साथ deal करना है. जैसे मेरा एक simple था. My mother was my only other role. I did not study in groups and did not have a study group I went to. For me, my entire universe was me, that room in which I studied, and my mother, who would used to, take care ki, is she okay, is she not okay. So days when I was ki, ab mujhse aaj kuch padhai nahi hogi. So I think I gave a test of sociology and got some 70 marks in it. And I was like, this is not going to happen for me. This is a test. This is once I finish the syllabus and I'm giving it. She says, it's okay. Leave it. Nahi ho raha, वैसे भी नहीं होगा, चलो. We went and saw a movie that day. The next day she didn't let me study. That was a Saturday night, Friday, all of Sunday, nothing. Then Monday morning before going to work, she says, now get back to it. You will be in a better position. And I did. So one has to realize कि there will be days you cannot study. तो उस पे push करके अपने आप को you're going to get nowhere. And this is part of the self-awareness I learned, of course, with her help, that there are days you need to pull back, let it be, let that day pass. Tomorrow, start again. And that is something which really worked for me, and I hope it works for people who are trying to, crack this exam. It's not impossible. It's a difficult one, I accept. But everyone is putting their best, we all do. And if we keep the right, really, it's knowledge, but it's also your emotional intelligence. If you keep a good handle on that, then you can really crack this exam.